Fundamentals of coffee roasting and processing. How the physical properties of coffee affect roasting. 1. Green bean size. All other conditions being equal, larger coffee beans require more roasting energy. This should be easy to understand. For the same type of coffee bean, to achieve the same roast level, with all other conditions identical, and the same roasting time, larger green beans are harder to roast than smaller ones. Therefore, greater heat control is needed. 2. Moisture content and water activity. Beans with higher moisture content generally require more roasting energy. Moreover, they release more steam during roasting. This steam not only lowers the bean surface temperature, but can also cause some of the hot air near the coffee to deflect, hindering heat transfer into the bean. Higher moisture content also increases the bean's thermal conductivity, thus speeding up heat transfer to the bean's core. However, the evaporative cooling effect and air deflection caused by high moisture far outweigh the benefit of increased thermal conductivity. 3. Denser beans require more roasting energy. This point, like bean size, is also relatively easy to grasp. Denser beans are often grown at high altitudes and are generally harder in texture, requiring more roasting energy to facilitate more and fuller chemical reactions with their rich internal compounds. This makes sense. 4. Green bean shape. Assuming two beans have the same volume, one is a perfect sphere and the other is like a rectangular brick. Among all bean shapes, spherical beans have the lowest surface to volume ratio and the longest distance from surface to core. The core of a brick-shaped bean is more likely to achieve better roast development because its shortest distance from surface to core is shorter than that of a spherical bean. However, brick-shaped beans are prone to tip scorching, uneven scorching and roast development. Knowing the physical characteristics of the green beans enter the roaster, we need to pay attention to the 5 stages of roasting. 1. Drying. When green beans are heated, water vapor inside the beans evaporates. Around 135 degrees, the beans start to lighten from green, gradually turning white. 2. Dehydration. As heating continues, beans turn from green to pale yellow. When the temperature reaches about 160 degrees Celsius, a grassy aroma is released, or the scent of roasted grains. Continued heating turns the beans light brown. 3. First crack, around 190 degrees Celsius. After dehydration is complete, internal heat causes expansion, leading to cell wall rupture, forming the first crack. At this point, a series of thermal decomposition reactions occur inside the bean. The caramelization reaction contributes to the coffee's sweetness, dark brown color, and purity. First crack lasts about 1 minute. 4. Second crack. Entering second crack, more intense reactions occur inside the bean, releasing significant heat. As the second crack ends, the beans have basically turned black, expanding to about 1.5 times their original size. Surface oils appear, weight reduced by 1 to 20%, 5. Stopping the roast. Generally, at the latest, about 1 minute after second crack end, stop roasting when temperature reaches 230 degrees Celsius. This results in a darker French or Italian roast. If heating continues above 230 degrees Celsius, it may cause the beans to char naturally. Next, the standards for roast levels. Roast level standards. 1. Light roast. The roast degree is very light, also known as light roast. The lightest roast among all stages. Bean surface shows a faint cinnamon color. Flavor and aroma are underdeveloped, almost undrinkable in this state. Generally used for testing, rarely used for tasting. 2. Medium light roast. Light roast degree, also called cinnamon roast. General roast level, appears cinnamon-colored. Grassy odor removed. Aroma is acceptable. High acidity, commonly used for American coffee. Roast level. Roast level is medium, also known as light medium roast. Medium roast level, similar to light roast. American style. Besides sourness, bitterness also appears. Good mouthfeel. Aroma, acidity, purity are used for blending coffee. Medium roast. Roast level is medium. Medium light roast, also known as city roast, belongs to medium light roast. Slightly stronger than light medium roast. Surface shows a little dark brown color. Bitterness also becomes stronger. Coffee taste is sour with bitterness. Both aroma and flavor are excellent. Most favored by Japanese and Central Europeans. 5. Medium high roast. Medium dark roast during process, also known as full city. The most standard roast level. Bitterness and sourness achieve balance. Often used for French coffee. Dark roast. Roast level is moderately dark, also known as Vienna roast. Slightly stronger than medium dark roast. Color becomes quite dark. Bitterness is stronger than sourness. Belongs to Central, South American roast. Suitable for making various iced coffees. 7. French roast. Roast level is dark, also known as French roast, also called French or European roast. Belongs to dark roast. Color is dark brown, tending black. Sourness is no longer perceptible. Most popular in Europe, especially France. As oils have seeped to the surface, possesses a unique aroma, well suited for café au lait, Viennese coffee. 8. Italian roast. Roast level is very dark, also known as Italian roast, also called Italian roast. Charred taste before carbonization. Mainly popular in Latin countries. Suitable for quick coffee and cappuccino. Mostly used for espresso series coffee. Due to temperature during roasting, heat and other minute variations can alter the coffee beans' flavor. Different beans have distinct characteristics. Moreover, baking is a task that can be completed within a short time of 10 to 20 minutes. Therefore, it requires the baker to master the relevant principles clearly grasp the characteristics of the raw beans, and accurately forecast during the baking process, making timely adjustments. In reality, due to the complexity and variability of the baking process, a true baker needs not just theory, but also extensive experience and perception to cultivate. That concludes this lesson. Thank you, everyone.